Ever wondered how our ancient ancestors managed to survive something as intense as an ice age? I mean, we complain when the thermostat is off by a degree. They faced massive glaciers, plummeting temperatures, and a world that looked completely different from ours. It's a story of incredible resilience, ingenuity, and a little help from some unlikely teachers. So let's travel back in time. We're talking about the Pleistocene epoch, which ended about 11,700 years ago. This wasn't just one long, cold spell. It was a series of glacial periods, or ice ages, where giant ice sheets advanced and retreated over millions of years. For early humans, this meant constant change and adaptation. Imagine living in a world where your backyard could be a lush forest one millennium and a frozen tundra the next. One of the biggest challenges was, of course, finding food. The plants and animals they relied on were constantly on the move, following the changing climate. So, how did they do it? Well, early humans were the original survival experts. They were hunter-gatherers, and their entire lives revolved around understanding their environment. They didn't just wander around hoping to stumble upon a meal. They were strategic. Archaeological evidence shows us they were skilled hunters. They developed sophisticated tools, like finely crafted spear points from stone, bone, and ivory. These weren't just pointy rocks. They were the high-tech gadgets of their day, designed for precision and power. They hunted large game like woolly mammoths, bison, and wild horses. A successful mammoth hunt was a massive win for a group. It provided not just tons of meat, but also hides for clothing and shelter, and massive bones and tusks that could be used to build homes. Yes, you heard that right, homes made of mammoth bones. Archaeologists have found incredible circular structures built from these ancient giants, a testament to their engineering skills. But hunting big game was risky and didn't always pay off. So they diversified. They were also expert foragers, gathering edible plants, nuts, seeds, and berries. They fished in rivers and coastal waters. This variety was key. It meant that if one food source became scarce, they had backups. It's the ancient version of not putting all your eggs in one basket. Another crucial element of survival was fire. Mastering fire was a game changer. It provided warmth against the biting cold, a way to cook food which made it safer to eat and easier to digest, and light to extend the day. Fire also offered protection, keeping dangerous predators at bay during the long, dark nights. Imagine the comfort and security a crackling fire would bring to a small group huddled together in a cave with the frozen world outside. It became the heart of their communities. Speaking of communities, social cooperation was perhaps their greatest superpower. Humans survived because they worked together. They lived in small, mobile groups, likely extended family networks. They shared food, cared for the sick and elderly, and passed down knowledge from one generation to the next. This social fabric was essential. An individual alone wouldn't last long, but a group could overcome incredible challenges. They could coordinate large-scale hunts, share the responsibilities of childcare, and defend themselves more effectively. This is where things get really interesting. Recent research suggests that ancient humans might have learned some of their best survival tricks by watching other top predators. Think about it. Who else was successfully surviving the harsh Ice Age conditions? Animals like wolves and bears. A study from Bournemouth University points out some fascinating parallels. For example, both humans and wolves are social hunters. Wolves hunt in packs, using complex strategies to take down prey much larger than themselves. Early humans likely did the same. By observing wolves, they might have refined their own cooperative hunting techniques, learning how to corner, ambush, and work as a team to secure a big kill. And what about bears? Bears are masters of seasonal adaptation. They fatten up during times of plenty, and then hibernate or reduce their activity during the harsh winter months when food is scarce. Evidence suggests some early human groups might have adopted a similar strategy. In a cave in Spain, Archaeologists found the remains of early hominins that suggest they may have entered a state of hibernation like metabolic slowdown to conserve energy during the coldest parts of the year. It's a mind-blowing idea that our ancestors might have hibernated through the winter, just like bears. This ability to learn and adapt is what sets humans apart. They didn't just have instincts, they had culture. Culture is the accumulated knowledge, beliefs, and practices of a group. Through storytelling, art, and direct teaching, they passed on vital information. Which plants were safe to eat, how to track animals, where to find the best stone for making tools, and how to navigate the vast, changing landscapes. The famous cave paintings found in places like Lascaux in France and Altamira in Spain are a stunning example of this. These aren't just pretty pictures. Many scholars believe they were a way of recording information, teaching hunting techniques, or performing rituals to ensure a successful hunt. They are a window into the minds of our ancestors, showing us what was important to them, the animals they depended on, and the community they shared. Shelter was another piece of the puzzle. While we have this classic image of the caveman, they didn't exclusively live in caves. Caves were great natural shelters when available, offering protection from the wind, snow, and predators. But humans were mobile, and caves aren't always conveniently located, so they built their own shelters. As I mentioned, they used mammoth bones and hides, but also wood, sod, and whatever materials were available. These weren't just simple lean-tos. They were well-designed structures, often with central hearths for warmth and cooking. Ultimately, the story of human survival during the Ice Age is a story of flexibility. They weren't tied to one place, one food source, or one way of doing things. They were resourceful, innovative, and deeply connected to their environment and to each other. They observed, they learned, they shared, and they adapted. They watched the wolves, they learned from the bears, and they built communities that could withstand the greatest climatic challenges the planet could throw at them. It's humbling to think about. Everything we are today, all of our technology and civilization, is built on the foundation laid by these incredibly tough and intelligent ancestors. They didn't just survive. They thrived, spreading across the globe and populating every continent except Antarctica. They faced the ice and won. So next time you feel a chill, take a moment to appreciate the warmth of your home and remember the incredible journey of our species. It is a powerful reminder of what humans can achieve when we work together and adapt to the world around us.